This is Sbfrequency Events. It's your girl Adedunke Gomina, and today we're going to be talking about your setup. Yes, your setup, line array setup at your events. Yes, or at your installation. So this video is not just for engineers, it's for pastors, anybody you have an event or this video is for you so that you know how they are meant to set up your line array the right way. So a lot of people set up their line arrays such that the line array, you see it is pointing to the roof, is looking to the sky. Now, what's the essence of the line array? The line array is meant to feed the people and not just the people on the gallery. So you will see those boxes, they are pointing up, they are facing the sky, or they're just feeding the people on the top gallery. Everybody on the ground floor not getting sound. So we're going to show you practically how to solve this and the right way you should do it. Now, if you look at this design that we have over here, this is just an illustration. And over here we have the top gallery. There's a control room here. This is the stage. These are the screens, and these are the line array speakers left and right. Now, if you look at this setup right now, my array, I have one subwoofer, right, with 4 stacks of line array speakers on the left, and I also have it on the right. So if you look at this, you can see that these lines show where the speakers are pointing to. And the speakers are just pointing to the top gallery in this case. Now, what happens to all the people that are seated on this ground? So that is what you guys do when you install your line array. Imagine that this array is facing the roof or the ceiling. You end up having more reflections because you are pushing the sound up to the ceiling and everybody around will be getting reflections. Also, let's try and predict this to see what the result is. Yes, so as you can see, if you see my SPL meter showing me that 0 means a lot of sound. So when it's red, I have a lot of sound there, and when it's blue, there's no sound. So as you can see, what happens? So my speakers are only feeding the people on the gallery, and the people on the ground are just going to be hearing reflections. And I've been to a lot of venues or a lot of halls where some engineers actually installed, and they installed those speakers facing the roof. And when they actually said so, they were telling us, oh, it was the time when they didn't know about how to do it the right way, but right now, as in, you've learned the right way of doing it. So you should go back to your drawing book, go back to anywhere you've installed wrongly and try and fix it, try and correct it. That's why in most scenarios, you end up mixing, you understand? As you're mixing, your sound is actually not eating the people. So they keep asking for more volume, more volume, more volume, and you end up blowing the speakers, right? So we will show you the right way of doing it. Also, the number of boxes, as you can see, for this installation is actually supposed to be, this is 16 meters, right, from the stage to the back. And this number of speakers, most of us will just install 4 speakers in such a hall. We should try and make sure we tell our clients what's the right thing to do. We understand there's a place of budget, right? But please try and let us make sure that we do things professionally. And if every one of us as engineers try and make sure that we get this done, right, the clients will also have to adjust their budget to actually suit this. So let me now show you what we will do if we want to correct this. So first of all, let's even assume that in a situation, right, where we don't have enough boxes, right, and we just have 4 boxes in this kind of place. So the first thing we have to do is to splay the speakers. So that is introducing the splay angles that you have by the sides of your line array speakers. So what we're supposed to do, as you can see in this design here, is we have to curve the array so that each one of them pointing to the right place in our audience, right? So as you can see now, we have split this, and let us see what the impact is of how the sound comes out. So we can see that we now have more even coverage, right? From front to back. Even though, as you can still see that the front is suffering, the sides are still suffering, because the number of boxes are not enough for it to reach every corner from front to back. Also, if you look at the edge of this gallery, the people that are going to be sitting at the back are not going to have enough sound, but the people in front is going to be loud enough for them. And also, this array is pointing under the gallery. Now, picture this in a real life scenario, right? We would have walls that are by the gallery over here, as like a slab where the gallery rests on. So you're going to have the speakers bouncing on that slab, and you're going to have a lot of reflection. So to solve that, we always fix a speaker under the balcony to solve sound for people that sit under the balcony. Now, but if we see this now, this is a little bit better way of making our sound better. Now, let's now see the right way of putting in sound line array in this particular venue. So the right way of doing this, right, is to have 8 boxes in this place. And as you can see the display, right, it's what a beautiful sight, isn't it? Now, let's predict to see the results. Yes, so as you can see here, right, we have the people at the back getting more of the sound now, unlike the other one. And because of the balcony, we've been able to reduce the amount of sound going under the gallery. And the people on the ground floor are good, good sound. This way, it is easy for the mix engineer. You know that once you push up your volume, almost everybody in the hall is getting it at the right level. They're getting your mix the way it's supposed to be. So you end up making most of your audience happy. And the other areas that are empty, you know what to do. You fill in speakers to actually compensate for that. Now, you know what? Most of our churches, right, have bad acoustics, terrible acoustics, because most of them have prioritized beauty compared to sound, right? So, and they have a lot of reflections, echoes and all that. So when you splay your speakers, right, you are reducing the amount of sound that is bouncing on the walls. Thereby, you are reducing the amount of echo in the hall, and you are still going to get better sound results. You end up reducing your acoustic problem by almost 50%, because you are now pointing each of the speakers right to the people who are going to absorb the sound, unlike pointing those speakers to the ceilings or to the walls or to the slabs of the gallery, which will produce more reflections and more problems. And you would ask me, okay, how do I know how to splay my speakers, right? Now, the right way of splaying speakers is by using a system design software and doing a system design. That is the right way of doing that. If you want to learn more about how to do that, we have a particular course on system design, and we also have other courses. We have the Audio Engineering 101, 201, 301. 301 is also inclusive of the system design, right? So you can register for that course and learn how to do it the proper way. Learn how to measure your all, you learn how to put in the AutoCAD file from your clients, even before the building is done. You can put all that in your software and determine the positioning of your speakers, display angles, and you can be able to predict how everything will be in the hall as regards sound. Now, this also applies to your normal events, your stadium events, in an event hall, right? It's simple. You just measure when you actually go for your site inspection before your event, and days before your event, you actually do your design. That way you know how you're going to splay your speakers in that hall. Now that we've taught you what to do, you don't have an excuse. The next time I come to your hall and I see your sound, I will use you as an example. I will post your video I will post your job on our platform and I will yab you because you should know the right thing to do. Let's start doing sound the right way. Yes, till we see you again. Till next time, this is Sbfrequency.